it's 444RR with a new magic trick. This one's actually really cool. This is one's called Blackjack Surprise. I like this one. My great-grandmother gave this to me for Christmas, so thank you to her. She also gave me another magic trick, too. She's not going to be here for Christmas, my great-grandmother. She's going to Ohio, so we had pre-Christmas with her, and I got a few tricks from her, and I'm sure I'm going to get a few more from, like, my parents and my grandmother, and probably my aunt and uncle, too. So, this one's called Blackjack Surprise, a really fun trick. We're going to go on a fictional trip to Las Vegas in this trick. Before we do, though, I want you to see I have a normal deck of cards right here. All the cards are shuffled and mixed up. But I'm also going to give them some cuts and some shuffles here as well, just to prove that the cards are not in any order. They're not stacked in any way. Nothing phony baloney about these cards. And you can even probably use a borrowed deck of cards for this trick if need be. That's just so you can see. And the spectator would be doing all the shuffling during this trick. Alright, perfect. That should be good. Okay, so, like I said, we're going to go on a fictional trip to Las Vegas here, and we're going to first pick our casino that we're staying at. I have this little casino, as I call it, a placemat. So we're going to place that casino placemat down right there. And I have a bunch of cards here, and all of these cards say casino on it, on the back. And on the front, all of these cards have pictures of famous Las Vegas casinos, like the Flamingo, Bally's, the Luxor, and there's all different casinos here. So there's all of them right here. And if there was a spectator here, they get a completely free choice of any card that they touch. So we'll say they touched this one right here. That'll be the casino that they chose. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to find out which casino that they did choose, and they chose Caesar's Palace. All right, not a bad casino there. So we'll place that on the casino card. So I also have here 3 poker chips. Alright, and these are regular, standard poker chips. And the spectator can choose any poker chip that they want. We'll say they choose this one. And these other 2 have stuff on the back. This one says 50, this one says 50, this one says 5, and this one says 1,000. So, wow, you picked the $1,000 poker chip. That's not bad. That's not bad at all. The $1,000 poker chip. That means you'd be a high roller if you go to Caesar's Palace. So that's not bad. $1,000 poker chip. I like that. All right. Now if you lose in a game at a casino, they give you a comp. And oh, I'm sorry. We're not going to get to the comps yet. I'm sorry. I'm getting ahead of myself. We're actually going to play our fictional game of Blackjack. So I have the dealer and I have the player. So I'm going to deal first the player, because the player always gets dealt first in Blackjack. Then the dealer. Then the player. Whoa! That's a jack, which means that's a 10. That counts as a 10. Oh! Dealer has an ace. Oh, boy. Okay, well, the rules of the game, how Blackjack works, you hit on 16 and anything below it, the dealer has to, and stays on 17 and anything above it. You can hit on whatever you want or stay on whatever you want. An ace, if you don't know Blackjack, an ace is worth a 1 or an 11, and a face card or a 10 is worth a 10. And if you get an ace and a 10, that's an automatic win. It's a Blackjack. So we have to check and see if you have a Blackjack or not. So I'm going to turn this over. We're going to see if you have it. Normally, I wouldn't know the card, but I'm going to turn it over. Normally, the spectator would peek at it, but since there's no spectator here, I'm going to turn it over. And, oh, you got a 20. Oh, that's good. That's good. The only thing that beats is a 21. Now, I have to look at my card. Normally, in a game of Blackjack, I wouldn't know this card. Oh, no, I would know this card. And you could keep hitting cards, or you can stay with a 20. And if I have a 21, game ends immediately. And, well, that stinks for you. That means I got your $1,000 chip that you played there. But that's okay, because I did say you would receive a comp. So I'm going to go ahead and just put this right over here so that I can lay the comp card down. All right. I'm trying to keep everything in view here. This pad is not big enough. Okay, so we have our comp card. Let me pull that up there. Okay, so we have all these comps here, and there's different comps for all the hotels. So like New York has a comp of expensive jewelry. MGM's comp is an exotic holiday. The Venetian is a Harley Davidson, Excalibur. They're all different, as you can see. So we're going to find Caesar's Palace, there it is, and we're going to turn over the comp, and we're going to see what is the comp that you have received today from Caesar's Palace. A free magic trick! Wow! That's awesome! I wish I could get that comp. That's amazing. A free magic trick. Wait a minute. Every time you get a comp, they have to fulfill the comp. So, I think I'm going to have to fulfill that comp right now. We're going to start with the casino placemat. You chose Caesar's Palace and the $1,000 chip. That was your completely free choice. And on the back of this placemat, it says, you will play at Caesar's Palace and bet $1,000. Right there, $1,000. That's number one. We're now going to go to the player placemat. That's the game of blackjack that we played. And the player placemat says, you will stick on 20. The dealer says, I'm trying to get that in view there. The dealer says, dealer wins with a blackjack. And remember, you shuffled the cards. You had complete choice. I mean, you were the one who shuffled and put the order of the cards there. And the final one, it says, thank you for playing Blackjack Surprise. And that is the Blackjack Surprise magic trick. A really, really awesome trick. It's a multi-phase routine. I'm going to say a multi-phase routine where you have a bunch of different things going on and a bunch of different predictions and things like that. This is actually I love this trick. Because the bad thing about this trick is when you read about it online, you're not sure if it's for you because there's no demo video. The producers of the trick did not put out any sort of like demo video for the trick. So, you got to read the description of the trick online. When I read it, I thought, this sounds kind of right up my alley. Because I do love doing a lot of casino type stuff. I don't do a lot in my show, but I do like to do a trick where it's like you talk about blackjack or whatever. But it's a really, really fun trick. There's multiple phases, like I say, and the endings are killer. When the placemats show on the back, all the predictions have come true. It doesn't come across very well on camera because I didn't have a spectator here, but I gotta tell you, I did this to my family because this is a trick I learned in about 15 minutes. It's not that bad, so it's pretty quick to learn. So I did it, and they were blown away by it because of the randomness of it. I mean, they shuffle the cards, which is amazing because they handle the cards, and the cards get handled the whole time. They're shuffling them up, and then when you just deal down the top 4 cards, you don't do anything sneaky with the dealing of the cards. It's amazing because they handled the cards, which is really cool. And then they for a free choice of whatever casino they wanted to pick. The poker chip is a completely free choice as well. So everything in this trick is free choice, completely free choice. Nobody, you don't do any like sneaky, you do sneaky business, but it makes their sneaky business makes it feel like the spectator has had a free choice, and they really do have a free choice in their mind that they could choose anything that they wanted, and it would have been a different outcome, so it could have been anything, which is really, really cool. I will say that this trick is, it does have a heavy Vegas theme, so if you don't do a lot of casino gambling stuff in your show, it's not going to really be for you. But like I say, I'm at a loss for words, because I do love this trick. The one thing I will say is that, the one thing I don't like about the trick is the comps. When you turn over the comp placemat and it says, thank you for playing Blackjack Surprise, that's not really a good ending like these are. I wish there could have been a way where this would have said something like, and that's your free magic trick. I don't know. But I just don't like this and this final placemat. The rest of it's great, though, because when you turn over these placemats and they see that all these predictions have come true and it was their completely free choice, it's pretty cool. The one thing you do have to remember to do in this trick is you got to remember to make sure that you all the time, and I didn't do it as much, I forgot to do it in the demo video, except at the end. You want to make sure that you really hammer home the fact that it's a free choice for the spectator. Like, they shuffled the cards. They chose the casino. They chose the poker chip. You want to make sure you drive that home in this trick. The other thing I will say that I don't like about the trick is pocket management. It takes up a lot of pocket space because you have to have a deck of cards in your pocket. You have to have the placemats. You have to have the casino cards. You have to have the comp cards, and you have to have all 3 poker chips. Boom. So that's all the stuff that has to fit in your pocket. Now, the deck of cards, like I said in the demo, you can have it be a borrowed deck. So you can use a regular deck of cards. It's not a trick deck. It doesn't need any setup ahead of time. So you can have this ready to go and just pull out a regular deck. So that you're probably going to have in your pocket if you're doing a show. But you got to carry around all the rest of this stuff. Not very pocket management worthy. You could if you wanted to. It doesn't say to do it in the instructions because it says to take all these out at different points. Like it says, okay, put away the casino cards now, take out the poker chips. You could probably put the casino cards, the comp cards, and the poker chips inside of one of those little close-up wallets. You probably could do that and everything would fit inside of one of the close-up wallets. But you still have to carry around the placemats. I was reading online. Somebody had posted a review of this on a website called the Magic Cafe, and I googled the name of the trick, and somebody had put a thing on there, and they said that they made it so that they eliminated the placemats altogether, and they had it, I can't remember, I don't want to butcher it, but they said something about how they had their own way of doing the trick where it took up less pocket space. So you could definitely make this trick your own and take up less pocket space. The price of it, I can't remember the price, but I think it was like $20 or something like that. So very inexpensive, and you get a nice little bit of magic. You get a nice little routine, and then you get nice, each magic phase builds, in my opinion. So, like when you show this one, this placemat, the next one builds, you get them all right, and then, all your predictions have come true. So, I say go for this trick. It's really cool. I'm going to give it 4 out of 5. The only reason I give it a 4 instead of a 5 is because of the fact the pocket space. But if you could work the pocket space into your and make it so you could make this trick yourself, like get rid of these placemats and make a different placemat to where it's not taking up as much pocket space, then the trick would be a 5 out of 5. But for me, it's a 4 out of 5. Still worth the money. Still worth going out and getting. And if the creator of this trick is watching this video, if you happen to be watching it, please comment down below. I don't understand this comp, the comp placemat. Am I doing something wrong with the comp? Because I don't understand. If anybody else watching this video decides, hey, I know what you're supposed to do with the comp, because I don't understand, because you're supposed to fulfill the comp of a free magic trick, and then it says thank you for playing Blackjack Surprise. So it doesn't make it sound like you fulfilled the magic trick comp. So I don't know. It'd be better if this one maybe had like the playing cards that were on the player and the dealer placemats or something. That'd be a little more impressive. But anyways, I'm rambling now, so thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video coming real soon.
If you'd like to see more awesome content, be sure to hit the subscribe button down below. New videos are posted every day of the week. Also, check out my website and register so you can post in the forums. Follow me on Twitter and Instagram, like me on Facebook, add me to your Google Plus circles, and check out my merchandise store to pick up some awesome swag. 444RR, game shows, magic, and more.